Some people only know you by your past. Others fear you just because of your potential. But the most dangerous ones are the enemies who truly know you. They make plans to break you. And sometimes, that's exactly when your chance to grow appears. In this video, you'll hear the story of a man who turned his enemies into allies and built an empire with them. The story is old, but the lessons are timeless. If there are people in your life pulling you down, you don't have to beat them. You just need to be strong enough to lead them. If you're ready, let's begin. This story is taken from Law 2 of the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. In the year 959 AD, China's powerful lands were trapped in chaos and war. General Zhao Guangyin rose to power and became the first emperor of the Song dynasty. But like everyone else, he knew gaining the throne was easy. Keeping it was the real war. He was not surrounded by friends, but by wolves. Generals loyal to the previous emperor didn't trust him. They watched each other, smiled to his face, and carried daggers behind their backs. Zhao saw through all of them, but they couldn't see through him. One day, he held a grand banquet to celebrate his new rule. The palace halls echoed with laughter and music. Golden cups passed from hand to hand. Songs filled the air. Then, Zhao gave a signal. The servants quietly left. The doors shut behind them, and only Zhao and his armed guards remained. Joy turned to fear. Even the golden plates on the table felt cold now. The oldest general broke the silence. He knelt. "I swear loyalty," he said. One by one, the others followed. They expected death. But Zhao offered something else. "Put down your sword," he said. "I'll give you land. Leave your title behind. I'll give you gold. Let go of fear. I'll give you peace." He promised them beautiful homes, far from war, gold, comfort, and most importantly, a safe life. The generals understood. Zhao wasn't going to kill them. He would make war unnecessary. That night, the wolves laid down their blades, and by morning, they had turned into gentle sheep. Because once you taste luxury, you never want to return to the battlefield. But Zhao's mind didn't stop there. Liu Yu, king of the southern Han, had rebelled for years. Now he had finally surrendered. The punishment for rebellion? Death. Everyone expected it. But Zhao invited him to the palace. Liu arrived, kneeling, sure that this was his end. Zhao handed him a cup of wine. Liu froze. Was it poisoned? He begged for his life. But Zhao quietly drank the wine himself. It wasn't poisoned. And from that day on, Liu became one of Zhao's most loyal allies. Because trust after fear creates the purest form of loyalty. But the story didn't end there. One of Zhao's secret enemies, Qian Shu, had spent years planning to kill him. Maps, traps, poison, betrayal. Zhao knew it all, but he still invited Shu to the palace, spoke kindly, smiled, and as Shu left, Zhao gave him a small box. "Open it on your journey," he said. On the road, Shu opened the box. Inside were his own assassination plans. Every detail, every name. Zhao had known everything, but he had done nothing. And that mercy broke Shu's pride. Ashamed of his betrayal, Qian Shu gave the rest of his life to the Song Empire. Another enemy, turned loyal by wisdom, not force. Emperor Zhao's strength didn't come from his sword. It came from understanding human nature. He didn't win by killing his enemies. He won by changing what they wanted. Because inside every person there's a war going on. Do they want power or peace? Are they planning betrayal or just hoping to belong? Zhao asked those questions before anyone else, and he answered them for his enemies. Remember this: destroying an enemy is easy. but turning them into a loyal friend. That's real power. When you kill an enemy, you only remove one threat. But when you lead them, you grow stronger and protect your future. There's an old Chinese saying, "Friends are like the teeth of a wild beast. If you're not careful, they'll bite you." Zhao understood those teeth. He saw his friends as beasts, ready to tear him apart. But he didn't kill them. He kept them at a distance, with gifts, with strategy, with wisdom. Because when you kill one enemy, another will rise. But when you lead them, the enemy disappears completely. Over time, Zhao turned his enemies into trusted allies. He broke the cycle of coups, violence, and civil war, and the Song dynasty ruled China for more than 300 years. Don't be afraid of your enemies. Learn from them, read them, guide them, and if you must, win them. Because destroying someone might make you look strong, but turning an enemy into a friend makes you untouchable. Remember this: even your enemies can help you build an empire.